Okay, ask the spectator to take any playing card out of the deck of cards. Now I know my prediction is going to be the 5 of hearts. Doesn't matter which card they take, they will take the 5 of hearts. Tell them to put it right in front without even looking at it. And now I already know ahead of time that that card is the 5 of hearts, okay? Without even looking at it. Keep in mind that all the cards are different, all of them. And this is actually a free choice. Now, actually the other one is back here. This is the card actually they pick, and this is that switch. Now, before I even explain the switch, I'm gonna show you other different routines. Okay, you can take 2 cards, okay, any cards you like. The spectator, for example, they pick this card. You wanna switch it, this one for this one. And this is the basic move. And from here, you can just drop it on the table, as I just did. Now this is only 1 for 1. Okay. I have the 2 kings, king of spades and king of diamonds. I want to switch the king of diamonds for the ace of diamonds, and the other one I keep it on my hand. Okay. Here's the one I have on top, the ace of diamonds, and the king of diamonds I keep it on my hand. Okay, I have the 2 aces on the table, the 2 kings on my hand. Okay, I'm just gonna keep them, switch them, the 2 aces that I have on the table. Okay, and I have the 2 aces over here. Okay, once again, I have the 2 aces on my hand. I'm just gonna switch them for 2 kings that are on the table for the 2 aces that they fly out. Once again, I'm gonna switch these 2 kings for the 2 aces that are on the table for 2 kings. Okay. Okay, I have a most complicated move with 5 cards, a poker hand, completely messed up. I'm gonna try to switch these 5 cards for these others. I'm gonna switch back the winning hand for a really bad hand. There you go. Okay, so now for an explanation for this technique. The basic switch, is quite easy. Let's see. The palming I'm doing is basically with an index, clipping it against the hand, almost by the thumb. The thumb, see, is the main issue, the main grip that is holding the playing card, and sometimes with the index too, because it looks more natural when I am holding the playing cards. But as you see in the first part of this routine, as you see in the performance, I ask the spectator to take any card. And it doesn't matter which card is it. All I'm doing is I'm palming the top card. I know it's the ace of diamonds. And I'm palming it, this is for another video. This palming is in and of itself for a different video. And put the playing cards aside. You can just keep it somewhere else, the prediction card. You want to keep it in the side. You just want to distract the spectator to put any card outside. They don't see the card yet. But when you come back, the grip on the deck of cards, it looks more natural like this, with the index bending, and then do the switch. There are some critical parts in the basics of this switch, because if you lift it up the pinky just a little bit, they will see inside. So you just don't want to lift it up right away. Wait and lift it up a little bit at a good speed. Okay. Now, as you see, this is the condition. I'm coming into with this corner from the pinky side and put it under the card you want to switch. And by bringing this card, it will push out automatically the card it was palming. That's it. It is almost self-working. By pushing this card, it will kick the other one out. Okay. From the top, that's the move. I'm using this plain card because they don't have white borders. It actually, for some reason, helped me much better to conceal this move, because you will flash this corner with this one, and then you have to swing to make it a little bit more invisible to the spectator. Now again, you don't use it as for the real purposes, betting games. So this is just a show, okay, and or demonstration purposes and gambling purposes. So the main issue, it will be to calibrate how much you have to put it in, because when you bend it, you don't want to end up with a card twisted. Okay, you want to end up with a card as perfect as possible in the palm of your hand, somewhere about there, okay, you know, and it's going to end up more invisible. But also you want to keep this angle. You don't want to do it straight up, because they can see a little bit from here. It is more secure if you do it somewhere about 30 degrees from the audience, so you can conceal any flashing. Sometimes it's more towards the thumb than the pinky. So to conceal this move much better, instead of doing it like this, straight up the audience, keep it in angle. When you lift it, don't just lift it, tilt your hand also. Don't flash the corner, because you do a little bit, you lift it a little bit, you will flash that corner. So you just want to put it under a good speed, tilt your hand, and that's the switch. Now let's work on this once again. I put my hand, and the corner must go under the card is showing, under the palm. And again, by bringing the card, it will push the card out. Okay, showing it. That's it. It's not a big deal, but it is really nice looking, as if I was just doing a switch. I mean, just that showing the card, the flipping action. Now this move, it is definitely more secure and much better just for one card. Okay, and then you can sometimes, depending the way you end up with a gripping, you can just do the tenkai palm. But again, from this angle, you don't want to keep it straight up to the audience, keep it in angle. And if you have the edge of the table right here, because of the natural movement, you can just bring back and drop it, and that's it. It's not gonna make a lot of noise. You have your legs under, depending how high it is the table. You can just drop it in the middle of your legs, and that's gonna be more quiet. Okay, but it has to be on top, the one you wanna switch. And sometimes I in-jog the upper card, which is the 7 of spades. And by the move itself, it will more easily spread out rather than keeping both cards perfectly square. Just keep it in-jog a little bit. You just want to end up switching, in this case, for example, the 8 of diamonds for a ace of diamonds. I in-jog the upper card and switch it up. The other one is on the hand. You can drop it, do whatever you want. I put it back on the playing card and the deck of playing cards. And a little bit slowly. Let me see, you can appreciate it better. I palm it, bring it in, and as you see, usually the upper card is going to spread out with the same pressure on the card you are palming. You know. Again, the same pressure of this card is going to push this card out. So you just keeping the grip on the upper card. And this card is pushing the upper card and the card you are palming. Even more difficult if you want to switch 2 for 2. Let's okay, these two cards, the king and the ace for a 7 and 8. In this case, they have to be the more square as you can. It's going to be better. And do the switch. When I bring it back, I make sure this corner is in contact with this bending part of the fingers, so you can hold it when I bring it back. So the cards doesn't spread, you know. Let's see. When I do the move, if they spin, they go, you know, somewhere far away. That's, I mean, as long as you have the switch done, it may be sometimes better, so they don't really stir too much on these two cards over here in case you didn't palm it very well, you know. Yeah, but sometimes they're gonna spin and go far away from your hand. And you don't want to go too much into the double, because the double, they went way up above the fingers. I need them to be right here in this part, so I can hold them up together. Once again, there you go. Now let me repeat it. The 7 and 8 for the king and the ace over here. There you go. Once again, the 7 and 8. I wanna notice, as I mentioned before, this corner is right here in the bending, so I can hold them up together. It's not really clipping like that, you know, but it's almost like you are trying to reach for the clipping. Right there, you can see the double. I can clip it on the fingers and drop these two. But to flash less on this move, it's better, like I already mentioned, this keep it in angle. For a more difficult move, I don't think you need to go this far, but it's switching 5 cards, a poker hand, for any other one. The best hand, I'm gonna keep it on my hand, just for exhibition purposes, not as an encourage to cheat. The same thing as 2 cards. I'm gonna try to hold all these 5 cards, this part of the finger, so they don't spread apart, for those 5 cards. And at full speed, that's the move. Let me switch them back. Okay. The worst hand, well, one of them. For the best hand that I have in my hand. And that's it. Okay, I will begin by explaining again this move, only with the basics. Keep it in the index. You can transfer it to the thumb, which is the main grip. When I go under or for the playing card, notice it's an angle. Okay, this is gonna be the condition. By pushing the ace, in this case, it's gonna kick the other card out automatically. So this is almost like a self-working, but it's almost there. You have to practice a little bit more how you are gonna end up palming the card. And the angles, like I already mentioned. Bring it in, that's it. And at full speed. Now, sometimes you may want to end up throwing the card too far away from you, and just a little bit, not too much. You don't want to throw it, that's fine. That's the main exercise. You want to switch only one card. You want to switch the king for the 2. Inch of this card a little bit. So when I'm applying pressure on this bottom card, it also goes out and keeping just the bottom card. So you end up switching the one on top for the one in your hand, okay? Because of the pressure that this card is doing on this, it will help to kick it out and keep the remaining card, the one you switch. Slow. Now I'm using both hands because I want to demonstrate because doing this move a little slow is not really helping. This is how the real function, you know. Maybe using brand new is gonna help to spread these 2 cards better, so they can spread apart. But it's not good when you use 5 by 5. In this case, it's gonna be better if they are a little bit older, so they don't spread apart, you know, they feel more like one-on-one. When bringing this again under those 5, same as if it is 1, I want you to see my main goal is this part of the hand. I want to reach right here, so I can hold it between the finger and the bending of the finger. Let me switch right here. See? So I can hold them up, all those, for these other 5 cards. I'm sorry. So you have a better hand. Now let me switch it back. If they end up facing down, it's okay, you know. But do it with the other hand, so they don't stare too much on this hand.